It's time for another Dice Tower review with Barry.
What do you think you're doing? Yeah, that's better. Oh, hello. Today we're going to be looking at La Guerre du Mouton is a tile playing game for 2 to 4 players. As you can see, these are the wonderful tiles that come with the game, and they are double-sided, so they have different features on either side. It's for 2 to 4 players, and each player will be a different coloured shepherd, and their job is to make a field of sheep their colour, the largest field possible. Okay, this sounds easy, but at the beginning of the game, every player will take one of these tiles, which will tell them which colour shepherd they are and what colour sheep they have to field. So there's strategy. Then everyone will take 4 tiles from the bag. So imagine all these tiles are in the bag. They will take 4 of these tiles and they will cup them in their hand like this so they can flick through them and have a look on both sides. You will then choose a starting player and place the starting tile in the middle of the table. And this is the starting tile, which is a bit of farmland. Then the starting player will take one of their tiles and they will place it adjacent, not diagonal, but adjacent, and obviously with the sides matching, so the farmyard matches the farm. It makes a nice little puzzle. Okay, their pieces touch one other piece in the game. So what they would do is then they would draw one more tile from the bag and then play passes to the next player. The next player then takes one of their tiles and they place it there. So the yellow sheep is yellow sheep. So maybe that person is the yellow sheep player, or maybe not. They're just playing that so they could play a tile. Therefore, that player, their tile is touching one other. They will take one other tile from the bag. Play would then pass to the next player. The third player, he places a tile here. See, the red is touching the red and the farm is touching the farm. So he will get 2 tiles from the bag because his tile touched 2 other tiles. The same will happen if you place a tile and it touches 3 other tiles. That means that you will then take out 3 tiles from the bag. Wonderful, eh? Sounds simple, yeah? So after a while, the map will start getting bigger. As you can see, there's several finished fields here. There's a finished field of red here. There's a finished field of black there, and there's also a finished field of black there. Okay, so obviously at the moment, black would score 6 points, where the red would only score 4. At any time during the game, a player can reveal their identity and add that tile to the map as well, because that gives them a bonus of 4 points. But that won't count until the field is finished. Okay, so it sounds simple so far still, yeah? Okay. What's this forest area? Now this forest area comes with these 2 guys. You've got the hunter and the wolf. What does the wolf do? Well, if a wolf is in a forest, any fields that are finished, which have a forest as a border, at the end of the game, these sheep won't count because they're all dead. But if there's a hunter and a wolf in the forest, then the sheep survive. Now, how do you play these? Basically, on your turn, you can shout, "Wolf!" and then you can place the tile and claim your tile because it's touching one other tile. Or you can shout, "Wolf and Hunter!" and you can place both. So therefore you'd place the wolf, you'd gain 1 tile from the bag, you place the hunter and gain another tile from the bag. Or you can shout any combination, 3 wolves in a hunter or 2 hunters, and then place those tiles out and recuperate the tiles from the bag for the number of tiles that you are touching, obviously. The game will progress like this. Sounds simple, doesn't it? Yes, yes, yes. I thought it was simple. When I first started playing, I got as many tiles in my hand as possible. And when everyone else had depleted their tiles, I carried on playing on my own, which is how the game goes. And I was able to get the biggest field, the biggest sheep. But one thing I forgot that was in the rules is if you're the first person to deplete your hand of tiles, you get a bonus 6 points added to your largest field. If you're the second person to finish all your tiles from your hand, you get a bonus of 3 points. And if you're the third person to get rid of all your tiles, you get a bonus of 1 point. Le Garde de Mouton is a board game that everybody should not approach sheepishly. Sheepishly. It is quite a good light family game. It's not really for the very young because it can be a bit complicated with the secret role of, your colour of sheep that you've got to try and field. But that is a very nice element of the game. You have your tile, you know what colour you are. Do you start building your field now or later? And if so, do you use your tile or reveal your identity and get you that 4 extra points? Very, very nice. Also, the double-sidedness of the tiles gives you lots of opportunity, but that can slow the game down a bit because if you've got lots of tiles and you've recuperated more than anyone else, you'll go and take a bit longer because you've got to look on the back, and then there's the map, and as it gets bigger, there's less and less places for things to go. So that is a slight hindrance, but the fact that the tiles are double-sided, and you can use either the wolf on one side, or you can place the sheep with four of the same colour, which is hopefully your colour. You've got that kind of decision to make. The component quality is very nice. The artwork is nice. It doesn't have the same kind of replay value as Carcassonne. Carcassonne has lots of replay value. You can play it over and over again, and each time it will be different because meeples are in different areas, there's farmers in different areas, and you're making a big castle, but someone might encroach on that, or they might not, and might build their own little thing. This game doesn't have all that. The replay value is not as good, but it is a nice, as I said, a light family game. There's an expansion coming out. Yes, the Garde de Mouton 2. This introduces fishermen and fish. I'm not too sure of all the details, but it should extend the life of the game and give it that kind of Carcassonne feel. So, if you like what you've heard, go and get this little lamb. It's not too bad.
Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Oh, can you shut the door, please?
Oh, what fun it is to ride them.
Thanks for watching our review today. For more information about board games, as well as the #1 board game audio podcast, check out Dicetower.com for reviews, interviews, and more. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower.